So we're back at Three Sisters, ready for the start of this race. It's lightweight split number 1, and it's Callum Bendelow who gets a fantastic start to lead the race here into the first corner. And I'll update you when time kicks into gear who's second and third. It's side by side into Luna Bend for the very start of this race. Callum Bendelow ahead of Joel Metcalfe and Chris Phillips, Tom Fox, Louis Draper, your top 5. This is this is lightweight split 1. Race 1, so Callum in the lead of the race at the moment. Joel Metcalfe 3/10 of a second across the line. Chris Phillips, Tom Fox and Louis Draper, your top 4. So these supposedly the best drivers in the EKS. We'll see what the lap time says. The sun has started to come out a touch here. It's Three Sisters as they make their way into the first corner. It's Callum Bendelow in the lead of this race. I think Joel Metcalfe has lost a couple of positions here, so it'll be interesting to see how it's going to run as they make their way across the line. But Callum Bendelow looking pretty comfortable for the time being as they go into the first corner. James King is trying to push a couple of people along. He almost took out Louis Draper there for a second as he now goes down the inside line looking to find his way into 5th spot. So it's Callum Bendelow ahead of Chris Phillips, Joel Metcalfe, Louis Draper, Tom Fox and James King at the top 6 in the race. As they make their way around Luna Bend for the second time in this one. Chris Phillips is closing onto the back of Callum Bendelow. He's got a little bit more straight line speed in that toe as he goes into turn number 5. He's going to go to the outside line but can't quite find a way through. So this is race number 1 for the lightweight split 1 guys. Of course, they're going to be joined in race 2 by the winner of the last race. Heavyweight split 1 is coming up very shortly as well. That's the race after this one. Chris Phillips now looking for the lead of the race. He goes to the inside line. They're joined in this fight by your 3rd place runner who now goes down the inside line. If my timing screen wants to show me, it's Joel Metcalfe who now attacks the lead of the race. He's got Callum Bendelow on the inside line. Chris Phillips going to the inside of 2nd place to try and get into the lead, can't quite do so. So it's Callum Bendelow who holds on to the lead of the race for now. Chris Phillips trying to get back into 2nd position and does. By the looks of things, they go now down the straight, the Conroy straight for the 3rd time in this race. Callum Bendelow now under pressure for the lead once again. He defends to the inside line into turn number 5. Joel Metcalfe is safe in 3rd for the time being, but Louis Draper actually might try and have a look here around the outside line. Tom Fox involved as well. He's now got past Louis Draper, so he moves into 4th position. Tom Fox into 4th, and it looks like Joel Metcalfe is holding on to 3rd for the time being, but it's a massive train all the way into the first corner. As everyone squeezes their way through. We've got James King trying to defend as well as James actually just lost 2-3 positions. Jamie Shimon Chase looks like he might go through as well. So that's up ahead of James King into James dropping down into 11th, I should say. So Callum Bendelow in the lead by 8 hundredths of a second ahead of Chris Phillips as they cross the line. That's changed now as Callum actually has gained a little bit of lap time here in the start of this race as Tom Fox looks to move into 2nd position and does. So Tom Fox into 2nd spot. Chris Phillips moves down into 3rd. It's then Louis Draper in 4th as it runs and Joel Metcalfe in 5th. Battle further behind as well as drivers make their way through the final corner. Bendelow then, with not a great deal of time left in this race, 8 minutes. We've already had the first 4 minutes or so. It's Bendelow ahead of Fox, Draper, Metcalfe and Chris Phillips. Barry Lakes is the driver in 6th position at the moment. So that's how it runs as it stands. Drivers in front of the field certainly looking pretty comfortable. It's 1/10 of a second the gap at the top of the field as it stands. And Bendelow then looking to defend from Tom Fox. Louis Draper in 3rd position, but he is under pressure from Joel Metcalfe in 4th spot. Bendelow then trying to defend once again into the final corner. They go again. This track, I said it all day, is so quick that if you're in the lead of the race, you're just guaranteed to get absolutely swallowed up. And Bendelow then still having to defend and touch here from Tom Fox, who is bump drafting him into the first corner. Louis Draper still in 3rd position. Joel Metcalfe on his nose in 4th spot. Chris Phillips just almost tried to attack into the first corner, but wasn't quite able to do so. He has to tuck back in behind. Actually now threatens to lose a spot to Barry Lakes instead as they go through Luna Bend. 7 minutes to run in this race, and Tom Fox all of a sudden looking to attack Callum Bendelow, 900ths of a second at the line. They're almost side by side here into turn number 5. Bendelow just about defends from Tom Fox for the time being. Still very, very close to each other. They now go down in brakes for the final corner. Bendelow now actually edged out by Tom Fox, who's alongside him into the first corner. Bendelow trying to push forward. Louis Draper is involved in the fight, as well as Chris Phillips looks to find his way through. It's a bit of change for 4th position, as all of a sudden we've got Barry Lakes into 5th. So Chris Phillips loses out. He falls all the way down into 6th position. John Metcalfe into 7th. So it's Callum Bendelow from Tom Fox from Louis Draper. Your top 3, 2/10 of a second between all of the top 3 in this race as it runs. Callum Bendelow defending then from Tom Fox. Louis Draper in 3rd position. Now Tom trying to attack as he goes around the outside with 6 minutes to go in this race, but not quite able to do so. So into the final corner they go. Louis Draper in 3rd spot at the moment, but under pressure now is Louis Draper about to lose 3rd spot. So Louis Draper falls down, and now Callum Bendelow, who's in 2nd position, is going to lose out once again. So we've had a change for that spot, as I'm just trying to see on my timing screen, which keeps turning off on me, who's moved into that 2nd position. Looks like it's Ben Pickard who's in 2nd spot as it runs. So it's Tom Fox from Ben Pickard from Callum Bendelow, your top 3, but that might change yet, as Bendelow is really trying to attack Pickard, but I'm starting to wonder maybe Bendelow doesn't quite have the pace. I said that as he makes an audacious lunge into turn number 5 as Jamie Sherman Chase has risen through the field as well. He's looking to attack for 5th position, as by the looks of things Ben Pickard's not particularly happy with Callum Bendelow. It looked like a clean move to me from where I'm stood. Bendelow now having to get defensive once again in 2nd position, and Ben Pickard's really not happy with Callum Bendelow. Jamie Sherman Chase looking to muscle his way into 4th position, does so successfully as well as they head up into Luna Bend once again. About 5 minutes to go in this race, 4 minutes 45 seconds, so plenty of time to make the move. And Tom Fox now got 0.8 of a second advantage from Callum Bendelow. As soon as you break that sort of 2nd barrier around here, you really start to dominate the race, as Ben Pickard goes to the inside line of Callum Bendelow to do to him what he had done to him a lap ago, and does so successfully. Bounces over the curve. Jamie Sherman Chase is now trying to get past Callum Bendelow as well. He goes all the way around the outside, almost onto the grass in an effort into the final corner to get past Callum Bendelow, who makes contact with Ben Pickard. They're now 3 wide as they head down the start-finish straight into the 1st corner. Once again, Jamie Sherman Chase trying to get past Callum Bendelow, can't quite do so, and has to stay where he is as Bendelow goes to the inside of Ben Pickard and now gets back through. Ben Pickard needs to collect it up as he's now under pressure from Barry Lakes and Jamie Sherman Chase. Jamie Sherman Chase able to get into 3rd position. Izzy's on the outside into Luna Bend. That's not going to work as Barry Lakes is involved as well in that scrap, but can't quite find his way through. So Jamie Sherman Chase on the outside line is going to hold on to 4th position, but by the skin of his teeth. Ben Pickard into 3rd position off the skin of his teeth as well. So with 3 minutes 45 seconds to go, so probably about 4 laps or so around this circuit, it's all still to play for 2nd spot, but that 2nd barrier has been broken by Tom Fox as Ben Pickard lunges Callum Bendelow once again and moves into 2nd position. Jamie Sherman Chase is involved as well, as now here goes Barry Lakes to make it 3 wide on the inside into the 1st corner for 3rd position. Jamie Sherman Chase swoops around the outside line to defend the position. Callum Bendelow now tries to get past Jamie Sherman Chase as they go 3 wide once again. So Sherman Chase into 4th position, Callum Bendelow into 3rd. And Sherman Chase really having to defend quite hard here to hold on to the spot he's in, even as Tom Fox now cruising at the lead of this race. He's not the fastest driver by any stretch of the imagination. That actually is 6th place at the moment, so that's interesting actually. As Tom Fox goes into the final corner, he's got Ben Pickard in 2nd position, who himself has broken the toe of Callum Bendelow a little bit, who defends from Jamie Sherman Chase once again. 2 minutes 30 to go. So probably 3 more laps from this point onwards in this race. And Jamie Sherman Chase now lunges on Callum Bendelow into turn number 2, able to find a way through, and that was probably the cleanest move of the day. Sherman Chase really nailed that into the second corner. Now Bendelow trying to come back at him. Don't really want to go side by side through Luna Bend. It's going to affect your run down the Commodore Straight, which they don't want to do. It's very, very damaging if you've got a pack racing like this, and the pack are racing as Callum Bendelow looks to force his way to the inside of Jamie Sherman-Chase, but isn't quite able to do so. Sherman-Chase defends pretty well. Remember, the next race's qualifying order is based on the fastest lap set in this race, so the drivers will have that in mind as well. As here goes Bendelow to the inside line of Jamie Sherman-Chase and squeezes through as well. So Jamie Sherman-Chase loses out on third position, and now it's about to lose out on fourth position, but defends his spot into the first corner very well. Barry Lakes is on the outside line as, oh dear, there's contact, and Jamie Sherman-Chase tumbles down the order. He didn't actually get taken out, but he did lose a handful of positions as we head into what will surely be the penultimate lap of the race. The last lap board will be going out this time by Ben Pickard. Is now your fastest man on the circuit, and here's a storyline for you. 7/10 of a second at the line between the two of them. Between himself and Tom Fox, I should say. So Tom Fox potentially in a position where he's going to find himself losing out on the final lap of the race. Let's wait and see as the pack behind continue to race along. James King now into a very lofty fifth position, looking for fourth, ahead of Barry Lakes, I believe, is the driver just ahead of him, but I'm not 100% certain. I might be mistaken on that, actually. I'll wait to confirm. We receive the last lap board then. So one more tour of this circuit. It is Barry Lakes just ahead of James King. So James will be hoping that he can find his way past there into this final lap. But Tom Fox, is he going to be under pressure from Ben Pickard, or he's been a little bit too far behind? It was 3/10 of a second, which is actually quite a lot around this circuit, but he's all over the back down the Cromwell Straight for the final time in the race, and now alongside as he gets to slipstream. It's got to be brave into turn number 6, and it looks like Tom Fox is just about held on for now, but they'll stay almost side by side, bumper to bumper into the final corner of the race. Tom Fox moves to defend. Ben Pickard tries for the switchback. They might just drag race to the line here. They will drag race the line. Has he got the run? Ben Pickard side by side with Tom Fox, and I think Tom Fox just about had it, and he did. It's the closest margin of the day, 200ths of a second between our top two drivers. It's then Callum Bendelow in third, Barry Lakes and James King, your top 5. Louis Draper in 6th with Jamie Sherman-Chase, Joel Wilson, Joel Metcalfe and Chris Phillips, your top 10.
I am here with the top 2 from that race, Tom Fox and Ben Pickard. First of all, Tom, how was that?
It was a bit stressful. I thought I pulled a massive gap, and then about 4 laps from the end, I turned around, saw there was someone catching me. Only the guy that started 15th.
And Ben, how was that?
Pretty good fun. I mean, I was joking that I was going to do a last to first challenge. About halfway through, I was thinking, bloody hell, I might actually do this here. I was just taking the mick, but yeah, we were good fun trying to hunt you down towards the end.
I had to defend you quite hard at the end there. So.
Yeah.
Right, well, guys, that looked like an absolutely brilliant race, so well done.
Cheers.